We're calling Cody. Do we have Cody on the phone already? Hey, Cody.
This is Cody.
Hi, buddy. It's Jim and Matt. How are you?
Hey, guys. How are you doing? I'm doing great.
I know we talked to you. Happy New Year, man. And congratulations. We are now talking to Bantamweight champion, Cody Garbrandt. How you feeling, buddy?
I feel great. It was just trying to take these next, a couple days after the fight. The family was out here, just kind of regroup, refocus them, trying to enjoy some of the time that they came out here. And I'm just hanging out and enjoying life. How about you guys?
We're doing okay. I mean, my week has not been as good as yours. I mean, I just did a shitty gig and ended the year, and I haven't gotten laid in about 2 weeks. You had a much better week than I've had. What's the first thing you did after you won and you left and you get checked out by the doctors? What was the first thing you did to celebrate when you left?
A lot of my Team Alpha Male guys were there and my family, so flew back out to my hotel room and just hung out before we had to go to went to the after party at Arkansas. We all just stormed down there, but we just kind of hung out in the room, and that was probably the best thing, was just hanging out in the room after the fight with everybody and just everyone being happy and excited for me. It was nice to see.
Did you and Dominick talk after at all?
Yeah, I mean, after the fight, I kind of, when the bell rang in the fifth round, I kind of looked at him, he kind of gave me a look like he was still trying to be having animosity towards me. And I mean, I still don't like the guy. I'll still whoop his ass in a rematch, but I give him my respect.
Sure.
After the fight. So we said that, and that was basically. I don't remember too much what we said to each other. Just said, "Hey, man, thanks for the fight. Thanks for the scrap," and I walked off, and I knew that I was a champion.
Now, Cody, did it go as planned? I mean, obviously it was a phenomenal fight, and I was really impressed with how you were able to take your foot off the gas. Some people are like, oh, why didn't he follow him down and finish him? Like, it's that fucking easy to do. But I thought you were smart as hell, where you followed him enough, but then you backed up, walked to that center of that cage, waved him on in, and you looked really in control and comfortable. I mean, did it play out the way you thought it would play out in there?
You know what? Excuse me. I was kind of surprised by this. The first round, I kind of just took it easy. It was a more filling out process because, like everyone has, this guy, pegged as a self-proclaimed ghost. I thought, that he was untouchable, that he was hard to hit, and even himself, he said it. I'd be shadowboxing all night. And, I was waiting for some Houdini trick, him to pull something out of his rabbit hat, in the first and second round. He was still there. We were shit-talking to each other back and forth, but I know my shots were hurting him, and he wanted to act like they weren't. I would hit him like, oh, that one hurt you. And he'd be like, no, it didn't, you little bitch. I was like, come on. I was like, don't you lie to me. I said, don't you lie to me, Dom. I know it hurt. And then I went the third round, and my coach hit him with the follow-up. He's ducking his head. And you can see that. You can listen to that in the audio. And in the corner of Justin Buckles, he said, hit him with a follow-up kick. And I hit him with that 2 kick in the third round in the beginning, and I fell on my ass, but I head kicked him. But that's what cut his eyebrow. And when we popped back up and we kind of, do a little exchange, like I said, he was talking shit back and forth with each other the first 2 rounds. And I saw him grab his eye, and he saw blood on his hands. And he didn't necessarily make like a huge change in his facial expression, but his pupils of his eyes got really big. Like he was like, holy shit. Like, oh, this kid just sliced me up like a pumpkin, And that's when I knew. I was like, oh, man, he didn't like that. And that's when I asked him. I said, Dominick. I looked over there at him. I said, Dominick. And we were dancing and fighting. I said, Dominick, are you having fun yet? And he didn't answer me back. And I was like, oh, this is my fight. This is where I go, And Uriah told me each day, he's like, Dominick, he slows down in the third. This is when we capitalize on him. And for me, the third, fourth, fifth round is more when I push, because I'm in great shape. And that's one thing that I wanted to prove to everybody, that I can go 5 rounds with one of the best guys that pushes the pace. It's really good for cardio. That hardly gets hit. So there's a lot of things I could have knocked him out. I was having so much fun beating his ass and just making him eat every word that he said, that a couple times I had him hurt and his eyes were rolling back in his head, and I just pointed and laughed at him because I wanted him to get up. But he was tough. He was. I mean, I could have easily jumped on him and and finished him. hindsight looking in, but I was in that present state of my mind. And I was so just comfortable and having fun out there. And all week I was like just in my mind, and my peers and people around me that really supported me and looked after me like, enjoy this, man, enjoy this. Not every day you get to fight for your first world title. You only get to do that once. Go out there and enjoy this.
Well,
and I went out there and had fun.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that we talked about that before, Jimmy, on the show, where you see when fighters like Tony Ferguson's doing his El Kukui dance, he's having fun. Like, it looked like you were having fun in there.
Yeah.
And normally, like, some like showboating stuff with dancing won't really be great. I'm not a big fan, but I fucking loved it when Cody was doing it. I don't know, dude, if you got a background in fucking breakdancing or something, but it was pretty fucking hysterical. There's actually a clip I seen somewhere. I seen... I don't know where I seen it, on Facebook or wherever, of a highlight thing of Cody, like, of him dancing during the thing. Dude, it was great. Of you, like, after Dom missing and you doing a fucking little dance and waving him on. Dude, it was really entertaining.
It's humiliating. You dance better in a championship fight than I do in real life. It's embarrassing.
Those are my dance moves. All my teammates, we used to go out and whatever. So I always bust that little arm thing. Like, I could have done a little bit more, but it was like, it just went there. I hit him. That slip that I did. It was called a 3-point slip. Me and my uncle's. It's my uncle's system, and it's slip outside, slip inside, then roll underneath. And then he threw 2 more hooks, and I did double roll. So I slipped 6 of his punches, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna swag on him. That's what we said, because my coaches we listen to his interviews and what he talks about, and. He's talking about him having good ring generalship, and that's what we were saying. Like, for myself, I have good ring generalship. I have good eyes. I have good vision. I'm a smart fighter, man. Everyone thinks I'm a dumb fighter, and that's what Dominick tried to do to get the fans and everyone to think that I was dumb and I was emotional. And I love to fight, man. That's my passion. Like, everyone thought I might have been emotional because they're listening to Dominick, but that's passion that's flowing through me. That's in the media or in the interviews when he's call me this and call me that and saying, come fight me. If he's inviting me to a fight, I'm going to come fight. That's what I'm going to do. And him and his meathead buddy, Jeremy Stevens, over there saying, come on, little boy. Like, I'm not a little bitch. I'll go over there right now and take off the earpiece and smack him in the fucking mouth. Yes, I told him. So everyone thought I was getting emotional, but it was just passion for me. And this guy was like saying he's going to do this. And, he made it super personal. And that's when I fight the best, when it's like that. I feel like it's more authentic. Like I told you guys before I got on the show, it's more authentic. It's more real to me. It makes me train harder. It makes me get up off the couch and do the extra work and put in the road work. And Lord knows I hate to run. And, got to run,
Were you surprised? I was surprised he was able to get up as much as he was, because you were hitting him hard and you put him down. And to show, like, he is a smart fighter. And when he's getting up, he's moving his head, and he's already fighting back by getting up. Were you shocked at how many times he was able to get back up?
No. I mean, if you look at that guy's head, he's got a big old melon head on him. So he can, I'll take that. He'll take a punch. I mean, looking back, and I say we fight in the rematch. I'll stand with my prediction in the first round. I knock him out in the second. But hats off to him. He took some good shots, kept coming, and as he should be. As he should have. He's been pound for pound best fighter in the world for years. He should be able to get punched or be in bad positions and fight back, or try to at least attempt to fight himself and stay in the fight. And that's what he did. And I love the fight. That was a great fight for me, to make me a better fighter. My next fight is going to be, I'm going to be even 50% better from that fight, and just keep this momentum rolling. But yeah, I mean, I like that he brought the fight and wanted to fight me instead of, he fought my fight though. Like I said, every interview, I said, I'm going to set the pace. I'm the better fighter. I'm going to dictate the pace in there. Where I'm out in the middle. My game plan was, so when that was happening, I stuck to my strategy and my game plan. I didn't let him get anything in the media, this and that. And when I knew that I had him, it was way before. Like I had him I felt like I was in his head. You know what I mean? But you don't really know until you know. And at weigh-ins, I saw him. He tried to come at me, like faint, and I saw his muscle twitches and his reaction of his body when I stepped to the side. And I told him right there, I was like, dude, you're too slow. I said, you're too fucking slow. And I could tell that. Like, I told my coaches, like, dude, he's felt slow in front of me. I just got a little vision of him moving, that's all I needed to know. So, but it's still in the fight. I was trying to be a little cautious in the beginning of the first 2 rounds, filling him out. Like I said, I'm waiting for this ghost to appear, and so I just stuck to my game plan, and it worked out. And everything that we worked on with my coaches and teammates, I hit a lot of those moves and things that were going to be open in the fight. The step over right hand southpaw that really hurt him in the 4th round. That's something that we've been doing because he pivots and changes, and when he goes from southpaw to orthodox, he leans his head into the lane. And that was, so I was switching my stance, and a lot of the stuff worked. And it was great to go out there and stick to my game plan and have it, work out. And then I add a little bit of flair to my fight, a little bit of dance moves. I just had fun, and it was enjoyable.
I got a question for you about breathing. I have shitty breathing. And there was a video of you, which I didn't see. I've only been told about the video.
I seen it.
Of 2 balloons being put in your nose. Now, was this something devised by someone you know, or was this an old trick people use? Can you talk about that for a second? Because my sinuses blow, so this was really encouraging news to me.
Yeah, it's honestly amazing. It hurts like a mother, Yeah. It's called a craniofacial release, and Dr. Petrick out here is done it. So you basically put this balloon up in your nostrils, and then you inflate it. But you're supposed to breathe back, and it inflates the balloon. It cleans out the nasal cavity. It helps with so many sleep apnea, all kinds of things. If you look it up, it's very beneficial. It helps. But for whatever reason, I must have sucked too hard in my mouth, air. And it ripped the balloon all the way through my nose, out my throat, and I coughed it up both times. So check this out. I'm doing an interview. We have to literally I went to the chiropractor, did all that, said goodbye. About 40 minutes later, I'm doing an interview with Megan O'Leary. And I'm coughing. I'm coughing a little bit. I'm I'm sorry, guys, my throat. I don't know what. I did this cranial release. Can I get some water? I kept having to stop the interview, but I was coughing. And finally, I coughed up. I was my throat was hurting. I coughed up a whole damn balloon 40 minutes later. I was holy shit. And I was I don't know, that wasn't supposed to happen, but and that's what he said. It rarely happens, but it's a lot of benefits to that.
Wait a minute.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Cody, didn't you notice when they put a balloon in your nose and inflate it, do they take it out or does it stay in there?
It usually inflates like a balloon, so it gets really big and it'll come right out.
Right.
But I don't know what happened. I thought it came out on his end, but I don't know. I really don't know what happened. I don't know if a piece broke off, but it was a half a balloon or what. I coughed it literally out of my mouth. I was holy shit! I don't know if that was supposed to happen, but yeah, it usually inflates and cleans out the nasals, to be able to make oxygen go to your brain more and be able to breathe better, open your lungs. Every little inch we're trying to get in there.
Sure.
Especially being a 5-round fight. But I know that wasn't supposed to happen. But it's very beneficial. But yeah. It just had to happen unembedded that happened. 2
questions about that. How long do they have to inflate it for, and how long is the effect?
It lasts. Like I said, I usually just get every fight, and it lasts. But this time I really needed it. I did a lot of sparring, so sometimes you get hit in the nose, and it will crush those nasal holes or whatever, so I compact it. But it only lasts for a second when he puts this almost like a balloon. A balloon thing in there, and it inflates it with this little machine he has, a little handed machine. So the second goes, and then he rips it right out. So it's maybe a second or two at that.
Okay.
It pulls right out. So it's nothing huge where it's in there long or anything. But I think the worst part is putting that damn balloon in your nose. You put it up in your nose. It feels like it's touching your brain, and then he inflates it, so it goes in your whole throat and nose. It's pretty intense, but it helps out a lot.
And how long does the effect last for?
I would say a couple weeks, couple months, I would say.
Oh, that long? I was thinking a few hours. So if you do it, it'll last.
No.
Oh, wow.
It opens everything up.
No, but I have bad sinuses, and that's encouraging.
Everything, your vision, your hearing, your breathing, it's pretty crazy stuff. We've all done it, me, Justin, my buckles, my coach. We all go and do it every time, but this time it just, one of those bad times that, it wasn't supposed to do it that way, but it worked and helped out, and, I was grateful for it.
Yeah. For you, it's your nose is messed up from getting hit. For me, it's I take too many Viagra. That's the problem. It makes my fucking sinuses messed up. I'm going to investigate getting that done. Now, can a person do it themselves, or do you have to go to a doctor for it?
You might be a sicko if you do it yourself.
Jimmy's just used to inflating balloons up his asshole.
That's that's certainly not true, Matt. I never inflate them.
Sorry about that, Cody. Oh, shit, champ.
Hey, I don't know. He's thinking about doing his nose. I don't know.
He wants to know the procedure.
I believe you, Matt. I believe you.
Well, congratulations, man. TJ, before we let you go, TJ, do you think his next fight for you?
You know what? I'm gonna sit down with Dana, Sean, and my management team and coaches and see what's the best fight for me. I just want to enjoy this, but like I'm a champion now, and it's my job and duty, my responsibility to defend it against what fight makes the most sense for me. I don't know. We'll see. I believe that TJ's will be a good fight, good storyline. Also, Jose Aldo expressed that he wanted to fight me. And Dom was talking about going up and fighting him. So I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. I just got to weigh in with the UFC and my management team and make the best, for us both. Everyone. Let's make money for everybody. So we'll see. We'll see what's best. I don't mind whooping TJ's ass. He was a cancer to our team, and having what he tried to do, destroy it. To make that shit personal too. And like I said, I'll spare everybody $60 to buy the pay-per-view and put out the video of me knocking his ass out, when I was 1-0. 1-0. He wasn't saying that he made me cry in practice. That motherfucker never made me cry. I wasn't the one looking at the ceilings, on my back looking at the ceilings knocked out. So he's just trying to do anything, the guy's a horrible trash talker, horrible. I don't know.
Hey, man. I'd pay to watch that. I'd pay to watch that. Yeah.
I'll get satisfaction in whooping his ass, that's for sure. And just what he did to the team, man. He sold out. He's a sellout. Yeah, that's what he is. He's a sellout. He sold his friends, his everybody that got him there. He forgot who got him to where he was at. Saw a little bit of money and fucking ran away, So, but there's me always there, the uncrowned champ. I was the uncrowned champ when he was there. He never even won the title, because truly Cruz never lost it. So TJ was really never a world champion.
Damn.
Just going to use that. Former world champion. Cruz was the world champion. Never lost his belt there. I'm the one that went out there and ripped it from him.
That's some fucking strong shit. I listen, man. I like when he speaks his mind. And speaking of your family over there, of your team, how beneficial was it that, I know how much you talked about, Uriah Faber and what he means to you and how you look up to him as a role model. And I really can't think of a better guy that you could say that about. But how beneficial was it that he fought Dom, that he went through those wars with Dom, and that the fact that you never went, I'm sure you do 5 all the time, 5 rounds in the gym, but that you haven't fought that to keep that composure that you kept, that had a lot of that had to do with talking to Uriah about the fight?
Yeah, I would say a lot of the guys, Joe was on the team, Justin cornered him so many rounds, Danny was around. We've all, like you said, incorporate some of his moves in our training and we put our twist to it. But yeah, Uriah, everybody helped out. I mean, our gym managers and everything, whoever's been around the whole time since, this feud's been going on. We've been facing Dominick Cruz. Like I said, one key point, a lot of key points was we working with Justin and the guys, but also Faber said, hey, he slows down in the 3rd round. You look at all his fights, he slowed down, and that's when I was picking my pace up. Another thing is Uriah believing in me, believing dude, every day of camp and for the past year, he's like, dude, you're going to be a superstar, you're going to be the champion. He's like, just wait your time. You're putting in the work, you're doing what you need to do. And then when it got closer and closer, it was my time to finally, campaign for the fight, get the fight. And every camp Faber would come up to me after practice and be like, dude, you're going to kill Cruz. He's like, laugh like, dude, I don't know. I texted Cruz and let him know, like, the shit that you're going to talk, and Cody takes that personal. He's like one of those guys who will try to fucking fight you. I tried to warn Dom. So it wasn't just me in there that won the fight. It was everybody that was a team alpha male, team alpha supporter, and everyone that helped me out in my journey, man. Like, I can't wait to go back to Sacramento and just walk through that door with the belt. I remember the first time walking through there, and it was the energy that I felt in the gym. I was like, I knew I needed to get out here to be a world champion, and I did. I came at 1-0. Now I came there at 1-0. Now I'm 11-0, and I'm world champion. I'm bringing the belt back.
Hey, man, we're happy for you.
Yeah, I'm
buddy.
very happy for you, man. And you beat a great champion, and you fought a really great fight. You went the distance, and you clearly won the fight. Dominick's a very tough guy, and but you clearly won that fight. So congratulations, man, and we're looking forward to seeing you fight a lot more.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'll be in the Brooklyn card. I'm going to come up to the Brooklyn card, so maybe we can do something, grab something to eat, show me some New York stuff.
That'd be great.
Maybe get some rules with Matt.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, dude.
All right, that'd be awesome.
Be my guest, dude. That'd be my honor.
Right.
Awesome, champ.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Thanks, Cody, man. All our best, dude. Thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Take care, man.
Hey, man, talk to you guys soon.
Okay,
All
buddy.
right.
Be good.
Take care, Cody.